The guy with a flame-throwing guitar from Fury Road. What's the most metal thing you've ever seen? One of my friends has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, far worse than myself. I remember once her foot fell out from under her on a staircase. She slipped down and ended up a curled and contorted mess, having dislocated both shoulders and twisted her legs underneath her. Before I could even get down the stairs and help, she started popping her joints back in and entangling herself. It was like watching a marionette build itself from a pile of parts. Either truly metal, or nightmare fodder. I saw 3 deer corner a small child and eat his ice cream. Child was screaming like Dio whilst his Japanese mother filmed the whole thing cackling to herself. Metal. My boss drilled into his hand when a bit slipped. Got his knife out. Picked the filings of steel that got into his hand. Got the alcohol and poured it over. Slapped crazy glue to close the gap, and drove to the hospital. The crazy part is that his face never changed. No emotion at all. Old lady I used to take care of, she was an aircraft mechanic in her youth during WW2. She fought me tooth and nail every time I went in to help her. One day in the dining room she fell out of her wheelchair and busted her head wide open. She was 95. Blood everywhere. This lady stands up, blood running down her face. We rushed to help her. She looked me dead in the face and said, "Fuck off, I don't need any help." We called an ambulance. I watched an epic fight between a spider wasp and a huntsman spider. It went on for about 10 minutes and was like a kind of mini Godzilla, King of the Monsters vibe. It ended with the spider wasp winning and dragging the spider back into a big hole in my garden wall. It was fucking intense. Australian wildlife is metal AF. There's a whale autopsy video where the whale is paraded through a town and then basically explodes because of buildup gas. That was pretty metal. I saw a falcon attack a squirrel's nest and it kept going back for the babies, tearing them apart, then throwing them to the ground. Then the parent squirrel jumped at the falcon and it literally tore the poor thing's head clean off and its headless body fell to its mangled children. At a concert, a few guys beating the fuck out of each other in the pit. One of them fall, everybody stop and help him clean up and make sure he's okay before giving him a beer. That's metal. At the time I was a CT tech at a major trauma hospital. Patient comes with gunshot wound to forehead, self-inflicted, with a .22 caliber. They were alert and orientated and following directions but kept trying to put their finger in the hole. They were surprised there was a hole in their forehead. I didn't witness it directly but it absolutely qualifies. A few months back my friend noticed his 18-year-old cat seemed sick, just really lethargic, and seemed to have a small wound, bump on his tail. He kept an eye on him for a day or two, seeing if he was going to have to take him into the vet. 2 days later, the cat barfs up a dead black widow spider, and legitimately went back to normal after and cleaned his tail wound himself and it healed. This fucking cat was bit by a black widow and then ate it and came out completely fine. So metal. I used to have a basset hound and a tiny cow-looking chihuahua. Basset hounds have a nose and a desire to hunt. One time a hawk came down, trying to carry away the chihuahua. As it swooped, it didn't get a chance to grab the tiny cow because my basset caught its neck, brought it to the ground, and started methodically breaking all its bones by running its jaw up and down the hawk's body until it laid there dying unable to move. My dog won't even eat other animals. It just hunts. Thanks for watching my video. Drop a like and leave a comment down below. Also don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon.